Is that just online bravado? Where have you been? Everybody's talking about it. So 1 like for every 10 dislikes. That's terrible.
Busted.
Yeah. Whew. I tell you, it's hot with all this.
Trump, the multi-millionaire real estate developer, is sounding more.
Meet the Winslow.
Strawberry, your favorite.
Time. If you remember, you have to do is find the right clue.
Perfect.
Hey guys, Oscar here for Not a Grouch, notagrouch.com. Oh, and today is, I believe is the 15th? Maybe it's the 14th. Yeah, today's the 15th, so halfway through the first month of 2019, and we already have the biggest business marketing controversy of the year, and that is the Gillette ad. If you haven't seen it by now, where have you been? Everybody's talking about it. I'm not going to talk about the merits or lack thereof about the ad, although I do make it clear that I disagree with the ad 100%. The message is fine. The delivery was not. Really, what I want to talk about is marketing and being talked about. So you've heard the old adage, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Or all publicity is good publicity. I want to know how Gillette decided this is a good ad. I mean, by some metrics, it's working. They have, I believe now, 3.5 million views in less than 36 hours. Okay, that's pretty good. The problem is the like to dislike ratio. Currently, it stands about 1 to 10. So 1 like for every 10 dislikes. That's terrible. The comments in the video are not good. And in fact, I would be surprised if Gillette doesn't remove comments and the ability to like and comment on the video. In fact, I was looking through the comments on the video all through, late in the evening last night a few times because I posted about it on Facebook. And to my surprise, a few people agree with the ad. Well, whatever. I guess I don't, anyway, doesn't matter. But when I went back, I saw the ad first around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I thought, wow, this is interesting, to say the least. And then I went back later, and the comments number seemed a little bit different, and the top comments that were there earlier were no longer visible. So it appears that Gillette is now deleting comments that are not favorable, and that's terrible. That looks so bad for, I always say, never trust a video on YouTube that has comments disabled, or the likes and dislikes, unless it's a sales video that wasn't intended to be watched on YouTube. For example, if you're gonna embed it somewhere and you just don't want people to be commenting on it, that's one thing. But when you see a political video, a commentary video, or any sort of video telling people how to do something, and there's no feedback, you have to raise an eyebrow to that and wonder why. Why are they restricting people from commenting back? The next worst thing to do about that is to actually delete mass comments that are genuine feedback, not any comments that are attacking anybody. They're not being racist or disparaging towards any particular protected class. No, just comments that the company didn't agree with or that highlight some of the flaws in the video. So this all leads me to question that old adage, is all publicity good publicity? How is Gillette going to recover from this blunder is what I see it. I see it as a mistake, and a lot of the people in the internet agree with me. Now, I live in a pretty liberal area, so a lot of my friends tend to agree with the video. I looked through Facebook, I did a search and see who was talking about it, and I was blown away by some of the comments that people made saying they love this commercial, it's about time. And I was thinking, what do you mean it's about time? The commercial lumped all men into this group of basically saying that all men are bad. I'm not a bad person. I take care of my kids. I teach them good things. I feed them, I clothe them. I take care of my wife, I protect her. I will encourage my son to wrestle and play fight because that's how boys take out their energy, and that's how boys understand their strengths and their weaknesses, while girls like to talk with, you know, work through their problems through emotions and feelings and all that stuff. Boys are different. The idea that we're all the same is a dangerous idea that's been permeating our culture lately. And this is one of the problems that I see in the ad. And it's hard to talk about the ad from a business perspective without talking about the social part of it, because it is a highly socially charged commercial. In my opinion, Gillette should have stuck to razors. Look back in their YouTube channel and look at the previous commercial, the one with the football, I believe they're brothers, and one of them is missing a hand. What an empowering commercial. And at the same time, you wonder, wait a minute, this commercial is praising fatherhood and persevering and basically going through and catching things despite of your circumstances, doing things, pushing through, and then having a dad encourage the son to do that, and the brother. And then they turn around and basically lump all men into men are bad basket. That's very, very questionable. I wonder what is it that people were thinking when they came up with this ad? To me, it sounds like, hey, you know what? We need to set the ground rules of how men should be. And so let's tell men how bad they are, while at the same time asking them to buy our razors. Who is in charge of this? Who wrote this ad? Somewhere along the process of producing this, from brainstorming to final edits, didn't anybody question how it would be received? Not everybody's going to be pleased all the time. You know, you just can't please all the people all the time, but this is almost like a slap in the face to their main demographic. And I find it ironic that they're portraying all this toxic masculinity as being so prevalent that it needs to be addressed. First of all, toxic masculinity doesn't really exist. There's good men, bad men. There's good women, bad women. We need to address those issues on a case-by-case basis, because imagine if we turned that ad around and said that all women are bad in some way, or all Muslim. Now, a lot of people believe that, but that ad wouldn't be aired. It wouldn't make it past the brainstorming stages on a corporate meeting. Yet somehow this ad was okay. It seems to be riding on the Me Too movement. So there's a lot of things going on here. And I wonder, at the end of the day, is this going to be effective for Procter & Gamble as far as their numbers go? Are they going to see an uptick in revenue, or are they going to see a decrease in revenue and reputation? Frankly, it's been less than 2 days since the ad came out, so it's too early to tell, although comments and online feedback shows that people are not liking it. Yeah, there's some people that like it, and in some pockets and some groups, more people like it than dislike it. But it's yet to be seen what the end result is going to be, you know, what's going to be the long term. And I wonder, how much would you play with your brand as far as advertising goes and risk such a backlash? This backlash is not small. This is huge. I would love to see how Gillette's going to respond to this, or if they're going to keep their head in the sand and just say nothing, like, hey, this is what we do. Now, I would admire them for that. I would respect them for sticking to their guns and basically just saying this is what we believe and this is what we do. Even after knowing that thousands of people have vowed to never buy another P&G product. Is that just online bravado? I mean, are they really going to go out of their way to not buy P&G products? I don't know. But they're certainly saying they won't. And that matters to a brand. The reputation that you create with your ads, it's important. So I leave those thoughts with you. I would love to know what you think about it. From a business perspective, is this something that was a smart move, or should they have been a little more conscious of who their audience is? My opinion is the second. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.